Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with Blackburn Rovers. Now, we're kind of going to break the fourth wall a little bit here, but this season has taken me a very long time to record because, and you might know, you might not know, but I've basically moved house in the last few weeks, and the first 2 episodes of this season I recorded in my old flat, and then for literally 2.5 weeks, I've been unpacking stuff and sorting stuff. I'm still sorting stuff now. So that's why there's been a huge delay, and that is why there's between this episode and the last episode, I think there was about 7 days between filming them. So apologies if everything seems a little bit disjointed. We are on the 17th of March, and we've only played just the one game in between episodes, and it was a victory against West Brom. We'll come to that in a minute, but you can see there, left-hand side, we are sat 3rd place in the table. We are 3 points behind second place Leicester. We are 6 points behind. Is it 6? It is 6 points behind top of the table Manchester United. We could, in theory, win the league as long as United and Leicester slip up a couple of times, and we don't. The one match that we did play then was against West Brom, and it was a 2-1 victory for us. Pascal Solé with both the goals for us. Andil Maheo gets an own goal, which is always exciting because we love to score own goals. Today then, we are going to have 2 matches. Burnley sat 18th place in the table and Southampton, who are sat 15th place in the table. So it should be 2 relatively easy games, although sometimes we play some very difficult sides, very easy sides, and lose them 2-0 or lose them 4-3. Then again, Leicester are second. They're not an easy side at the moment. First up is the Lancashire Derby up against Steve Mandanda's Burnley side away at... Where do they play? Turf Moor. Turf Moor is where they play. I can see it. It's up here. That's where they always are. The starting lineup that we're going to go for. In goal is German Cordoba. Back 3 of Stevkovic, Julian Ortiz and Andil Maheo. It's not exactly a particularly strong defence, but we've got some injuries. If I scroll down here, you'll see Urukalo. He's slightly injured. He should probably play. Abdullah Kamara, I just don't like him. I kind of want to get rid of him. Wing-backs are going to be Branko Markovic and Ahmed Bassiouni. Klaus Jensen and Adam Fenton are the 2 central midfielders. Solé, Kampar and Okdina are the 3 strikers today. Because this is a Lancashire derby, league positions don't really come into it. I often find that when you're playing derby games, it doesn't matter how well you're doing or how badly they're doing or vice versa. It's a derby game, so this could go either way. We do have the privilege of being the first side to play this football weekend, so we could move up into second place with a victory. It will be joint on points with Leicester and joint on goal difference, but I think if we win 2-0, we will go ahead of them. Or we could go through the entirety of the first half without a single highlight and looking like Burnley are actually all over us. Yeah, that happened. Not a single highlight at all. There have been 2 injuries for Burnley. Antonucci, obviously, he's gone off as a proper injury. Tammy Abraham's also gone off as well. Aggressively? No, let's say do it for the fans. Can I say do it for the fans? We are favourites. Give them a performance. It wasn't terrible. Do we get to see any highlights this half, or is this literally going to be the only highlight of the game? This highlight is going on for a very long time. Okdina gets the ball. Markovic, who's picked up an injury. Solé in the area. 2 players in the box. Sorry, Okdina's one of them. Okdina has hit it over the bar. So we do get a highlight from the very first highlight. It was off target again, though. I'm going to demand more because so far we've had 0 shots on target. They've had 7. They've had 8 shots and 2 on target. Maheo gets the ball from the goal kick. Bassiouni, the Egyptian, forward. Is Okdina going to get on the end of it? He's not going to get there. This man with a confusing name, but Kampar's there. It's a corner. It's a corner. Okdina tackled whoever his face was, and Kampar had a shot. It was kicked wide. Corner comes in from Fenton. Cleared. Back to Fenton. What are you going to do with it? Crosses in low and hard. It's cleared by Page. That's it then. Nothing happened from that either. 61 minutes on the clock. I was just about to do a sub because Kampar is playing absolutely appallingly. Carlier. All the way across to Carvalho. Inside, plays it across to Shirmadi. Crossed in, it's a terrible cross. Bassiouni headers it for some reason. Carvalho. Duval into the area. Carvalho again. 2 players on him. Crossed in. Cleared by Ortiz. Diuse collects. Arche out to Carvalho again. This is going to be an actual goal for Burnley, isn't it? He's taken out wide. Crosses in low. And Colin Gerrard scores the goal. Terrible goalkeeping, terrible defending, and it looks like we're probably going to lose to Burnley. Substitution times. Kampar off for Lakisevic. I purposely put him on the bench. Markovic can come off as well for Geordie or Yordi, I don't know. That's going to be it. Let's skip the highlight and hopefully we actually see a little bit of action. We'll go overload as well. Into the final 10 minutes, I'm going to demand more. Nothing's happening at all. It's one of those games where just nothing is happening. I don't know what to do. Fenton off for Montoya. Fenton off for Montoya. Come on. Fenton off for Montoya. There we go. Took your time. Into injury time, and that's it. We've gone well over injury time. We've gone 40 seconds over. Yordi collects the ball outside the area, has a go from well outside the area. It was absolutely shocking. And that was just a terrible game of football against a local rival. And like I said earlier, these can normally go both ways. Aggressively, I'm far from pleased. That was a terrible result. Who's going to get moaned at? Nenad Kampar, once again. I don't know what's happened to him this season. He's just not been very good. He went out injured. He was doing alright before he got injured. And he's just been rubbish since he's come back. I've gone forward a couple of days, and I believe because of FA Cup games, quite a lot of the sides in and around us haven't actually played. So Manchester United, Leicester, Sunderland, Chelsea, Everton and Man City all seem to have at least one game in hand. Man City actually have 2 games. Southampton also down the other end, and Leeds at the very bottom of the table also have a game in hand. So we are currently sat third on 58 points after 31 games, although Leicester and Manchester United now, as I said, have a game in hand, which means they're probably going to extend their lead. Now we've got to wait 13 days. We are still a couple of days away from the Southampton game, but we've got some international news, and he's one of our own. Adam Fenton, number 10 for Blackburn Rovers, has managed to pick himself up an England cap up against Estonia by the looks of it. He didn't score. How long did he play for? He got a total of 11 minutes. That's not terrible. It's not great. I mean, he's been on the bench 3 times in the past. It's taken him quite a while to actually get off the bench against Estonia. He did alright, I guess. He didn't really have enough time to make an impression. Let's congratulate you on your first cap. Well done, buddy. Welcome back. The international break is complete. I've just had my 43rd birthday in game. I think 43rd. 1986 to 2029. Probably 43rd. We are up against my hometown side of Southampton, who find themselves sat 15th place in the table. Not too dissimilar from this current season just gone, although we did stay up. Not that I'm smug or anything. Sorry if there's any Swansea fans watching. A victory here today will put us back in contention. It will actually make us go possibly ahead of Leicester or joint on points of Leicester, although they will have 2 games in hand over us by the time we finish our match. The starting lineup we're going to go for in goal is German Cordova. Stevkovic, Urukalo and Kamara are going to be the back 3. Basuni and Markovic, as always, are going to be the fullbacks. Montoya and Fenton, both as the central midfielders. Okdina and Pascal Sole are going to be the outside forwards, and the centre forward is going to be Lee Butler. What? You mean you don't know who he is? This is Lee Butler. He's 15 years old. He was born in 2013. In real life, this guy is 4 years old? 3 years old if he actually existed. He's got 5-star potential ability. Our scouts reckon he's going to be better than Gustavo Ortuzzo, who's currently out injured. So I thought, you know what? Let's break a record. Let's give a 15-year-old a start in the Premier League. I'm quite surprised I'm even allowed to do it, to be honest. And you can be given the number 7 shirt, Lee. Enjoy. I think what I might try and do, and it might not happen, but I might try and get Lee Butler to break Blackburn's all-time appearance record. I don't know whether I'm starting this too late, though. We are 9 seconds into the game, and Stevkovic looks like he might be getting himself sent off already. Please don't. Don't be doing that straight away. He's got yellow carded. Okay, it's taken 9 seconds, and Stevkovic has picked up a yellow card. Free kick for Southampton. He's gone for goal. It's just wide of the post. Okay, calm down. Let's actually just start this game normally, shall we? Another free kick for Southampton early on in the game. Bodu, Urban, Fenton, what a tackle that was. Adam Fenton, the England international, gets it forward to Paul Okdina. Into Sole. Sole forward to Butler. Lee Butler in the area. And Lee Butler, the 15-year-old, 4 minutes into his debut, has just scored. He is officially, he has to be the youngest ever goal scorer, let alone player, in the league. That is ridiculous. Lee Butler making it 1-0, 4 minutes on the clock. He did a little spin and everything. He's getting England caps by the end of the season. Kamara with the ball forward to Basuni. Basuni over the halfway line forward. It's not going to go to any one of our players. Vincenzi. in his own corner, plays it infield to Fenton. Fenton tries to find Sole of all people. Pizzella heads forward. Montoya's going to collect the ball inside the Southampton half. Fenton out to Markovic. Markovic to Oakdina. Oakdina on the volley. It's a great save by Quadros, don't know. And that is going to end the highlight. One more goal and we will go joint on goal difference with Leicester. Corner for Southampton. It's in the back of the net. Luca Vincenzi with the goal. 1-1. Lee Butler, you need to get yourself another goal, my boy. Words. Lee Butler's not my boy. I have no children on this game. Another corner for Southampton. Into the centre. Cleared by Kamara. Oakdina's going to collect it. Finds Pasquale Sole. Forward. Lee Butler is the only one up there. Go on, my boy. Lee Butler takes it out wide. 3-4 players joining. Oakdina's one of them. It's crossed in, but it is cut out by Quadros. That's probably not the whole highlight. Kicked over the halfway line. Markovic gets the ball now. Fenton to Sole. Sole forward to Butler. Butler back to Sole. He's gone for it himself outside the area. He's hit it just over the bar. He probably should have passed it. It's looking like it's going to be one apiece at half-time. Lee Butler with the goal for us. Vincenzi, the defender, with the goal for Southampton. I'm going to get the assistant to do it. I mean, that's not a terrible team talk. Oakdina is on a 6.3. Let's bring on Damyanov on that left-hand side, because he's actually not terrible. He's not the best, but he's not terrible. First highlight of the second half, and we have actually managed to win a corner from it. Who's going to take the corner? Fenton does take it. It's cleared by Vincenzi. Back to Fenton, though. Doesn't really do anything with it. We're going to get a throw on and probably end the highlight. Corner for Southampton. Towards the centre. Fenton gets it clear. Sole's going to get the ball. Can he play it forward towards Damyanov? Yes, he can. Damyanov has got Lee Butler in the middle. The youngster controls. Passes it backwards, but it's cut out by Bodu. Quadros gets the ball. The goalkeeper. No one's closing him down. Kicks upfield over the halfway line. Urukalo doesn't get there. Urban does. Urban runs forward. Urukalo's on him, though. Cobb in the middle, across to De Rijk. De Rijk has got Cobb back there if he wants to use him. Zeefuik, the right back. Terrible pass. Fenton forward to Damyanov. Damyanov takes a touch to get it round one player. Runs inside, has a go for himself, puts it wide. It wasn't a good effort. Just over the hour mark, it's time for a substitution, and it's going to be Pascal Soler coming off for Nenad Kampar because we need another goal. They've had one shot on target and they managed to score it. That's all it took, one shot and they scored. Let's encourage. There's not a lot of time left. We're in the final 15 minutes. Zeefuik with a throw. 10 minutes to play. Kuki. Kamga Boyagan. Sure. Cobb across to Bodu. Bodu on the halfway line, runs inside, got no real options in front of him. Basuni cuts the ball out but doesn't get the clearance far enough. Fenton, though, intercepts it. Nenad Kampar chests it down. Two players in the box. If he can find him, he's get off the pitch. I can't sub you. You've just come on, but that was horrific. That was an absolutely shocking effort. He actually shot that and just kicked it straight off the pitch. Urukalo with a free kick. 5 seconds left to play. It doesn't look like we're going to get anything really out of this game apart from the solitary point. We probably deserved more. And once again, we throw away a lead. We were the better side again. 13 shots, 5 on target. They had 1 on target and scored it. Lee Butler has to be the hero of the game. Blackburn have won 3 of their last 5 home league games. Is that it? Just 3? We should win all of them. So, if I go forward, because I assume some other teams are playing on Sunday and Monday. Yes, they are. Right, let's go forward to the 3rd or the end of Monday and see what the league looks like. It's the 1st of April. It is April Fool's Day, but this is not an April Fool's. It is Player of the Month Awards, Young Player of the Month Awards and stuff like that. Basuni gets 2nd place Young Player of the Month. Nikola Popovic has got 3rd place Young Player of the Month. He's ours. He's out on loan at Middlesbrough. Also, Mike Kirkgard, out on loan at Championship side Luton, has scored 20 goals in 31 games this season. He's doing ridiculously well, but I don't think Luton are. Nope, they are 22nd. How are they that low down when they've got the 3rd top scorer in the league? All the games that really make any difference to us have now been played. There's still another game to take place on Monday, which I think is Man City-Chelsea. Arsenal-Liverpool, it's not Man City-Chelsea at all. So, Crystal Palace have done us a massive favour by beating Leicester 3-0. Palace have moved up to 4th place because of it, but it does mean Leicester's 1 game in hand now. If they lose that, then we are just going to be 2 points behind them. If they win it, we're going to be 5 points behind them. Manchester United did beat Newcastle, I think it was 4-1 in the end, so they've extended their lead at the top of the table. Chances of us catching them? Pretty slim right now. because we're getting to the business end of the season, the next episode is going to be Norwich and it's going to be Liverpool. Norwich 19th place, Liverpool 16th place. I don't know how they're that far down the table. And then we're going to finish the season with a doubleheader against Newcastle and against West Ham. We're not going to see the Arsenal game. We're not going to see the Stoke game. I would like us to actually pick up our form again because so far the last few games have been absolutely shocking. Lee Butler. 15 years old, let's get you a tutor. What do you need? What do you actually need? You're fairly determined, you're a striker, you're... Okay, right, let's find someone. I'm thinking Dimmy, because he's also fairly determined, so they've got the same personality. He's also a little bit older. Let's go with Dimmy. Let's say, I'd like you to improve his game. Give it a try. Everyone happy? Good, everyone's happy. Have fun, everyone. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2018. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And did we break any records? Did we break any... Where's the youngest goal scorer? Lee Butler's on there. Where's the youngest player overall in history? Youngest player, where is it? Lee Butler, youngest goal scorer. Where's the youngest player? Youngest player? Gabriel, you... What? What? You? At 15? I hate you.